Hi, my name is Brenna, and when I was 16, I was playing the guitar in a band, and I had in-ear monitors in my ears, and the bass player unplugged his guitar, which caused an eruption of feedback to go off in my ears, which essentially burst my eardrums. And my ears were ringing, and it was so painful, and I thought, I'm never gonna sing again. Several years later, I actually was at just a regular wellness check, and my doctor was like, we want you to fill out this hearing exam. And so I filled out this written hearing exam, and they were like, this is really concerning. So I went to the speech therapist that they recommended me to go to, and the audiologist, and they ran all these different tests on my hearing, and they said, hey, Brenna, you have sensory neural hearing loss and tinnitus, which just essentially means that I had noise-induced deafness and constant ringing in my ears. My audiogram looked like this, which just means that there's a whole pitch, this whole range of pitches that I couldn't hear at all. So they gave me hearing aids, and I was really embarrassed because I just thought, what 20-year-old has hearing aids? But then I grew to be really thankful for them and the way that the Lord had provided. That night, after I first got them, I had them in for the first time, and I was at a Bible study at my church, and I just heard the Lord whisper to me, I'm going to give you new ears to hear me. And I thought, this is really funny timing since you already gave me new ears, they're just robotic. And I thought that maybe he was just talking about my spiritual ears. And when I first came to LL, Mr. Matt was like, the Lord's gonna give you new ears. And my group leader, Miss Robin, was like, the Lord's gonna give you new ears. And after a little bit, I was like, he's already given me new ears. I already have them. They're just robots. Who am I to say how the Lord is going to give them to me? So then I went to Israel in November of 2022 with a team from LL, and Mr. Matt was praying for me for something completely unrelated, and the Lord led him to put his hands on my ears and just ask the Lord to heal me of any deafness and restore any hearing that I had lost. And when I went back to my hotel room, I felt the Lord say, Brenna, can you forgive the bass player? And I was like, oh, of course. I love him, like he's my friend. I just had never thought to really speak out the forgiveness, and so I chose to forgive him. And the next day I was leading worship on a boat in the Sea of Galilee, and as I was singing the words, you are a healer then, you are a healer now, you are the same God, the Lord just spoke directly into my spirit and said, do you hear that? And as soon as he said, do you hear that? I knew he meant, can you physically hear this? And I realized I had never put my hearing aids in that morning. And he said, I am doing that for you now. And my hearing was completely restored. There was no ringing. To this day, no ringing, no hearing problems at all. And I'm just so thankful for my new ears, to hear the Lord and to hear all of the wonder of his creation, and just that he would heal me. He is a healer, then and now and forever. It's who he is. He's the same God.